Good morning already. What is that?
The most important thing that I would want to say about the movie is that it was made in a really unique fashion. To make this type of movie, to make this giant sci-fi action type movie as an independent film, you know, has only been done a couple of times. The guys who made this movie, they'd used all their own money, and they just happened to be really amazing visual effects artists. So they could do all of the visual effects out of their effects house on their own. We had this really tiny crew. We shot it in the director's apartment and you know, stealing shots throughout their apartment building. I mean, there was a day when we were shooting a scene in a stairwell, in like a fire stairwell that we weren't supposed to be in. And we had one person checking the hallways to make sure there was no security coming. And when they didn't see anybody, like when the security guards of the building would walk by, they'd be like, go, roll.
What happened?
He just disappeared.
Are coming in. Every major city in the world is experiencing the same encounter.
They're everywhere. The further we get out of the city, the better off we are. He's right.
We have no idea what they're capable of.
The aliens in this movie do something that's, they use this light to enter into our nervous systems and take control of our bodies. And it's you've started to see glimpses of it on the internet of how this works and what it does to us. But it was really cool, especially when I read it at first. I was like, this is amazing. I've seen special effects done to me before, but I could see them. I could see it was a special effect, and this was, I was blown away. I mean, I don't want to give anything away, but there's a sequence in like the last 10 minutes of the movie that at the premiere was the first time I'd seen it, and I literally wanted to stand up and cheer. What you'll see when you see the movie is when we're inside of the building and we're sort of, to some degree, safe, it feels very intimate, and it's much more about how people deal with each other in these type of disasters. I mean, because really, the aliens in this film could be an analogy for almost anything, for war or a hurricane or an earthquake. And then when we go outside the building, that's when things get really big.
Don't you get it? We're at war. Once you look, it grabs hold.
Yeah, there's lots of moments where you see me and Donald and Scottie running around on the roof of a building, you know, freaking out, screaming at things that aren't there, and jumping and diving and rolling from things that aren't there. And you look up and you realize that somebody from like an apartment is watching through their window, just going like, what's wrong with those people?